So on page 16 talks about how to balance the blade, and yeah, they recommend a nail on a board and balance it that way. And then all the way back here on page 24, 30 to 35 foot-pounds. So I set mine to 35, and to achieve 35 foot-pounds you have to put a glove on to hold the blade. And yeah, them's tight, trust me. 35, you wouldn't think 35 foot-pounds is a lot, but yeah, my little torque wrench, it's just barely. I almost think I have to put a cheater bar on it to get it, but I got them to click. What do you guys think? Yeah, I painted the blades too. So the rotation is this way, and here's the cutting edge, and that's going to go towards the discharge chute. So I've heard of people putting the blades on upside down, but it's not quiet the mandrels are. That one's a little noisy, but I got a brand new one of these. I'm going to go ahead and order 2 of the single pulleys just to have them as spares. But there's more. Yeah, that quieted it up. Okay, quit playing with it. Let's get the top put back together now. I've been working on it, but yeah, you see what's on TV. It's kind of slow. All right, so I'm on the home stretch. I found a couple things. Well, one's my fault. This bracket's on backwards, so I got to flip that around. And this pulley goes up here. And yeah, I did find some interesting stuff. Reason being, I was hooking this spring up, and it hooks to this hole here, and the wear mark on the other side is going that way. So yeah, this has to get flipped around. And then I'm going to show you something I found about this pulley. So here's the pulley I'm talking about, and it's got part 75, which is a 2.5 inch carriage bolt. Then what I found interesting is on top of the carriage bolt they've shown a washer. That's not going to work on top of a carriage bolt. You can't balance a carriage bolt. Reason being, you end up with something like that, and that ain't going to work. So that washer's wrong, the 2.5 inch is wrong. So I'm just going to make sure this pulley lines up with the one that's supposed to hook to that belt, and we should be good. So yeah, I went back to my archives. That's how that bracket's supposed to be. So a couple more minutes, I'll have this thing put back together. Well, I got it done except for one mess up. So this part here connects this to the front axle. I put new clips on it. These 2 clips will go to the tractor where the pins come through here. Okay. I got the pulleys to line up down here. Everything here spins really good. Pulleys lined up. But one problem. The guard that goes here, I have JB welded in the past, but I made the mistake of using the Milwaukee to try to tighten the bolts down, and it broke both of them off. So my neighbor does welding, but the problem with welding these on here, if you're going to have to grind all this down and you don't exactly know the spacing for these 2 holes here. So I'm just going to sand them down so I know where everything goes, and we're going to just JB weld them again. I mean, it held that long, and it was me cranking on it with this guy that broke them off. So yeah, we're going to be probably another day. I'll get this all fixed back up, and we will use a wrench to tighten them back down. But for the most part, it's done. Yeah, I got bench to clean up. I'm not going to keep them old bolts. So, all right, guys. I think I want to double check all my bolts, make sure I got them tight. Thanks for watching.